Hey, shalom, shalom. Hi, Rob Tawab, which is good evening. Anak na wahai bar inshallah walakim la'atam. Call shabawai bahara kha wa kak shah yahweh bahasham yahweh shah ma'amat, which is truly. Hey, the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh bahasham yahweh shah to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Israelite foreigners. Nacham Adam Kaya Malakwat Hashemayim Korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Layim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah Bahasham Cha Kodash Wa Mashana Kabarim Zukoyim Nawa Wa Mala Akim Shar Shala Zukoyim Cha Wa Chasa Wa Shalom Wa Brakim Laha Bacharim Shah Ha Gawiyah Shah Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahasham, in the name of Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this article in RT, it reads, it says, top U.S. Republican suffers another health episode. It says, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Kentucky Republican, froze up during a press conference on Wednesday and had to be led away by aides. A spokesperson later claimed the 81-year-old felt momentarily lightheaded. McConnell had been speaking at the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce Government Forum in Covington for about 20 minutes before the episode. According to the local TV station WLWT, a video of their reporters posted on X, formerly Twitter, shows McConnell's eyes rolling up and his mouth hanging open for a moment. An aide walked up and asked the senator if he was all right. Then she winked at the reporters and said, "I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to need a minute." McConnell managed to focus and respond softly to another question, but then seemed not to hear the next one. A second aide came up and helped him off the podium, where he caught himself as if he were about to fall as he approached the chair, according to WLWT. McConnell felt momentarily lightheaded and paused during his press conference today. His spokesperson said in a statement afterward, the senator feels fine but will consult a doctor prior to his next event. The spokesperson added, it was the second such episode in over a month for the top Republican in the U.S. Senate. He had frozen mid-sentence during a press conference on Capitol Hill in late July, prompting speculation of partial seizure or a stroke. The 81-year-old Kentuckian has also suffered 3 falls just this year, the most serious of which resulted in a concussion, a broken rib, putting him in recovery for 6 weeks. That's representative of, America, Babylon the Great. But continuing on, it says, McConnell leads the Republican minority in the U.S. Senate and has been on friendly terms with the ruling Democrats, including President J.B., who is another person that's in office that keeps having falls like this. It says, who was his Senate colleague for over 20 years. Asked about McConnell's health, Biden told reporters at the White House that he had intended to call the senator later in the day, describing him as a good friend. No joke. Biden is 80 and has had problems walking and speaking as well through the White House. Though the White House has insisted he's in peak health, which he's not in peak health. All right. A lot of people are like, falling and, doing things like this, having issues with their bodies because they took that juice. But also, from the lifestyle over here in America, Babylon the Great, all right, going into how they eat. So I just want to get a couple precepts going into that. All right, let's get... We'll start at Judges chapter 15 and verse 19. Also Shawapatiyam, which goes into Judges. It says, but the Most High clave and hollow place that was in the jaw, and there came water thereout. And when he had drunk, his spirit came again, and he revived. Wherefore he called the name thereof in Hakor, which is in Lehi, unto this day. All right. Now, the point that I want to grab from this, I believe this was Samson. Yep. Going into Samson. All right, but true water, true food revives you. You know, if you look at the American diet, it's an insatiable diet, which means when you go into insatiable, it's pretty much an unpleased diet. All right, this is a major issue in America, Babylon the Great. You know, I was watching a documentary one time, and pretty much it was just some Moabite kids, but pretty much they was eating a lot of McDonald's, and fast food joints over here in America, Babylon the Great, but they had those in China, so they had to send them off to like some type of boot camp, to make them unfat, because that's pretty much what is pushing America, Babylon the Great. All right, and what is a byproduct of having a diet like that? All right, you have mental issues, you have issues with your body. You having issues like the one guy we just read about, that one senator. All right, but nevertheless, the point that I want to get to was pretty much food is supposed to revive you. All right, food and water. All right, you even got waters in this society over here in the West that pretty much like Dasani, it dries out your mouth to make you buy more and more. You see, so it's actually doing more harm than good. All right, so let's get another one. This is let's get Bon Sirach chapter 30, and we'll get let's get verse 25. It says, a cheerful and good heart will have care of his meat and diet. All right, so someone that's in good spirits, all right, is going to be mindful of the stuff that he eats. All right, and your diet also goes into your lifestyle, the stuff that you allow your body to experience. All right, what you see, what you hear, who you're around, your energy, the things that you do. Someone that has a cheerful and good heart is going to be mindful of the stuff that he eats. All right, and to reiterate, what he's getting himself involved in. All right, so let's get another one. Word might be unsatiable. This is Bon Sirach chapter 31, and let's see what it says. Yeah, this is a good one. This is Bon Sirach chapter 31, and verse 20 says, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with an unsatiable man. All right, it's like you eat until you super full. When you weigh down, like that's gonna weigh down on you. All right, and then not to mention, your body is working like while you're eating. All right, but that's what's pushed over here in America, Babylon the Great, is that unsatiable diet. All right, and unsatiableness can lead to a lot of different things. All right, that's why we see, with the recruiting with the military, a lot of fat people, a lot of people with mental illnesses, you see, because of their diet. All right, let's get that other one. This is Bon Sirach chapter 37, and we'll get verse 29. It says, be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too gritty upon meats. All right, any dainty thing. All right, anything that's in like a lavish type lifestyle, don't be unsatiable with. You got to eat moderately. You got to be moderate with the things that's offered as pleasures in this world. All right, because it says use the world, don't abuse it. All right, while you do need food, you don't want to excessively eat. All right, because again, it can lead to like mental things, obeseness and stuff like that. All right, I'm continuing on. It says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness. All right, it can bring mental sickness. All right, and it can also bring like physical body ailments. It says, and sophriatin will turn into choler. It says, but sophriatin have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. All right, so being moderate. All right, not being overly excessive. All right, and again, that's one reason that people in this side of the world have issues. They even ban some foods in other countries because it does the opposite of the first scripture that we brought out. All right, it doesn't revive how you feel. All right, the food that's over here, it makes you feel bloated. You know, if you feel groggy, you can't really think. You know, and that's not really beneficial. All right, and that's why we see a lot of issues like this, you know, that we just read. You see, but I don't want to Zaza by Nayapah, Lord's with us, beautiful edification through the spirit. Why I don't want to Zah, Adam Yash like a lot to Wab. Lord's will you have a good night. Hey, shalom, shalom.